Good morning, everyone. A payment fail doesn't necessarily means lost revenue. Imagine a customer is trying to pay 50,000 rupees. They have intent to purchase, but the payment fails because of a temporary bank issue. What does the merchant do? Most systems either retry blindly or send the case to the operations team. But the bank timeout, insufficient balance, failed subscription mandate, abandoned checkout, and overdue B2B invoice are completely different problems. So, the real problem isn't detecting that a payment failed, it's deciding what should happen next. That's why we built Recover IQ. So, what is Recover IQ? So, Recover IQ is an autonomous revenue recovery operating system. It sits around the merchant's payment event and closes the loop, that is to detect, then to diagnose, then to decide, then to guard, then to recover, and then to verify. Now I'm showing you the technical architecture. You can go through in detail of the same, and then we'll go on through of workflow of our application. So these are the policy guardrails that we are following, and these are the benchmarks. This is how the Razorpay integration architecture looks like. So we'll just go into the overview section. So I'll just start with this. So this is the merchant's revenue command center. Instead of simply showing failed transactions, we translate those events into revenue at risk, expected recovery, and actual recovered revenue. But this dashboard is only the outcome. The interesting part is how Recover IQ gets there. So we have the instant Razorpay link feature, which creates and sends a Razorpay link, which can actually go to the corresponding customer via email, WhatsApp, or SMS service. There is autopilot active mode and there is manual approval needed mode. This is the dashboard funnel which is seen, and this is the recovery queue inspect feature which goes to the recovery queue feature. Now, here is the actual recovery case. We have payment that failed. Recover IQ receives the payment event through the webhook layer. Before doing anything, we verify the event and create a recovery case. Now, the system needs to analyze what does happen. So this you can see ERV, that is expected recovery value. Now the system needs to answer one question. Why did this payment fail and is it worth recovering? So there is an AI decision layer. I will show you the AI decision layer now. This is the AI decision layer. The AI doesn't simply output retry. It analyzes the payment context and produces a structured diagnosis and recovery recommendation. For this case, it identifies the likely failure reason and determines the appropriate intervention. You can see I can execute any AI workflow, I can modify it, I can even reject any workflow if I want. So all the decisions have been handled out by the AI. The recovery probability is being computed by AI. The revenue at risk is also computed by AI. So there is a policy guardrail feature. AI does not get unrestricted access to financial guidelines. So as I showed you in this PPT, there is something which is known as policy guardrails. So these are the policy guardrails that we are going to look at. The recommendation now passes through deterministic merchant policies. So is the amount within the allowed threshold? Has the retry limit been exceeded? Is customer consent satisfied? And does this action require human approval? So we use AI for reasoning, but deterministic system for financial control. This is probably the strongest feature of our application. Now we'll go to our important feature, that is the recovery action feature. If you can see here, there is promise to pay feature now, which we talk about the workflow. This is the broken promise which we actually use. Now this broken promise is actually the promise that we make with the customer for getting the recovery of the risk that we mitigated. We can broke a promise here, and these are the campaigns and communication feature that we are actually integrated in our application so far. So there is an audit trail feature. I'll just go through the audit trail feature now. So this is critical for the finance automation. We can trace the entire decision that the payment has failed, the AI has evaluated it, the policy is approved, or the recovery was dispatched, and the output was recorded. So if a merchant asks, why did Recover IQ do this? We have an answer. So all the data, why did we do the case and all that thing, we get here. So if I open it, I understand why is this created, what are the details of the policy and all other things. And obviously this data is real fetched from this MongoDB database. As you can see, this is the Recover IQ and all the models are been defined here. This project is built in Spring Boot for backend and frontend is built in React. So this is critical for financial automation. And what else can it recover? So you can see here, I have shown the customers page. We see the list of customers, and once we get any customer, we get all the details about the same. That the payment history, what it has actually gone through, the recover probability about the revenue at risk. So this is all that is computed. Now the preferred communication that is the customer allows is WhatsApp. And I basically did not show you the login and or register workflow. currently I'm signed in to a revenue operation account. That is my account. So the customer domain, the customer account can actually simulate all these events about the payment history from one person to another. And you can see here the promise to pay is been given here, and the AI decisions which you can view from here as well. So the AI decisions what is been taken here are all simulated here. We can modify it. We can actually execute any instruction, and that is how the AI decision center actually works for every customer. If you are an HR, it's better to use the analytics feature. The analytics feature will help you to analyze how much the revenue at risk is there, the expected recovery value, and all the stats with respect to channel, with respect to customer segment, with respect to AI rule base. All the stats have been shown on this screen and shown here. This is the AI decision center, which actually simulates. I have shown a PPT for this same, and this you can see the Razorpay architecture which I have integrated. So you can have a look on this, and I have a detailed 25 minutes video. I will just attach it on the uh, and this is all the checkout recovery feature which I have left to be shown. This shows you the abandonment reasons. So that could be payment friction, there could be price hesitation and all that things. So they are being reason of the breakdowns have been shown here. Also it captures the customer churn which adds on as a fallback feature of the application. And you can see here all the customers that are abandoned cards are showing how much we can recover the amount. So basically it shows you how the revenue is recovered from this application. And finally, we wanted to prove that this is intelligence what actually matters. So we benchmark no intervention, native retries, and recover IQ on the same 1000 event cohort. So I would like to show you one experiment, which is the recovery experiment. This is a 1000 batch experiments to show you how this is working. And after running this, you can see here, there are three strategies which are being used. The first strategy is no intervention. So there is just customer manual retry. So sometimes what happens is that the risk amount that is been in risk, so that is automatically been recovered through customer manual retry. So that is the amount that can be recovered is around 2 lakhs. So this is on a real data. Then we actually go to naive retries and blast. So we have taken Kaggle dataset and we can see that there are 4.29 lakhs data that can be retrieved. So that is basically spamming of SMS to all and blind retries. The third strategies are recover IQ agents, which are agent runs in the backend and actually recovers the revenue. So we can see here it's around 2 times the naive retries amount. So that is really a huge amount. And this is just for a small scale of 100 batch. Imagine if we go on in a production level, it will save a huge amount of revenue. It will build a huge amount of revenue. As you can see here, the stats grow on exponentially, and that's the reason why I have just shown you how much we can recover with respect to different event categories. So you can see the data has been shown here, and that's what the revenue overview was showing you as well. ERV, expected recovery value, and recovery rate as well. So these are all the funnels which we are trying to analyze. So I would like to tell you why concluding this project by saying you that the failed payment shouldn't automatically become a lost revenue. So Recover IQ doesn't just tell merchants that revenue was lost, it works to bring that revenue back. So thank you very much.